All right, I'm back with another YouTube clip. It's been a while. I haven't done one in a while. I've just been busy with teaching and other things happening. But we're here now, and what I want to talk about is let's look at the photograph here for a second. When you look at a photograph like this is a leftover photograph from the Drawing and Painting Girls CDs, DVD type stuff. When you look at a photograph, usually this looks very straight to you, and so the normal thing to do is to put a straight line in your drawing, but it's not straight. Like, you got to try to find like 4 to 6 angles in that, or a subtle S-curve. I always tell my students. So if we come back to the drawing over here, and this really holds true in life drawing class as well. When the rule of thumb that I teach my students is the further away you are from the model, the more things have the optical illusion of looking straight. And it's your job as an artist to tweak and make things have that subtle S-curve, or at least on each limb. So if I come over here, I've got this angle, this angle, this angle, then we come in, and then we come out. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 angles on that upper arm on one side. And then on the lower arm, I've got 1, 2, it comes in, then we come out, and then we come back in again. But you're not going to draw with angles, because if you draw with angles, then your drawing is going to look too much like a technique and not graceful with a style. So those 4 to 6 angles are going to be a subtle S-curve, and that subtle S-curve is basically 2 muscle groups. So where this thing kind of comes out a little bit is her triceps flexing slightly, and then we've got like her forearm. So this is a muscle separation group between her deltoid, I believe, and her triceps. And then if you go on the inside of this arm right now, it does seem a little straight. So it's my job right now to push the angle. So I'm going to push this in. Again, that's like the head of the triceps, and then we come in, and then we come back, come in, come out, come in, and then we come into that fabric. And plus the fabric is pushing it. So this is a toughie because you got to do it, but you got to also be selective on how much you do it, and also ask yourself the question, who am I drawing? Am I drawing like a muscle dude, or am I drawing like a girl, or is it a girl that has tons of muscles? I don't know what your drawing is going to be, but I usually don't do like a muscular women in my drawings. I usually just have like regular girls, whatever. So I don't want to do too much of the angular stuff, so I'm going to kind of keep it subtle. All right, so I just wanted to point that out to you, and this to me, what I just did on the clip, I don't like. So I'm going to come back in and go over that with my eraser and just smooth it out a little bit, and maybe just rub it out with my finger, because most of that is in shadow. And then anything over here that I don't like, I can just smooth out with that eraser again. So now, the other thing, and I've talked about this multiple times, I really don't want to go over it, but I think it bears mentioning because I'm talking about angles. So let's look at the back of her skirt, but let's look at the photograph. When you look at the photograph of her skirt, it seems fairly straight. Okay, it comes in a little bit over there, there's a pocket, but let's go to the drawing now. It's your job as the artist to push the angles to make that edge look a little bit more interesting. However, when you don't want to just leave it on the contour. I've talked about this over and over, and it's probably in like 4 clips already. So yes, you're going to do the angles. That's what this little tutorial is about. However, you're going to roll in, roll in, roll in, roll in, wrap around the form, roll in, and disappear. So you don't leave it on the edge, and this gives your drawings a little bit more volume. Okay, so let's leave it at that. And what am I working on lately? I am working on creating a whole new line of photo reference CDs, and they're also going to be downloadable. So if you don't have access to a live model, I'm going to be working on photographing. I've already got one done. A whole bunch of new reference CDs that are really high quality, shot in RAW, not JPEG form. Okay, so been working on that, and I've also been shooting a lot of reference for my new fabric DVD that hopefully will come out in mid to late March. All right, see you soon.